Here today to talk about the use of avatars, doppelgangers, perhaps even holographic images in virtual environments. Millions of people, and a high percentage of younger people, are participating with avatars they've created, doppelgangers, doubles of themselves that they've created in virtual environments. In fact, by some accounts, there's well over 18 million users of Second Life. Second Life is an active virtual community. One can join, create their own avatar, create a doppelganger, participate in a virtual environment. Everything from a multi-user virtual learning environment, including environments created and hosted by major colleges and universities, to adult-rated clubs and geographic locations. Many people, when I talk about virtual environments like Second Life, are astounded, especially when they hear how many people are currently using them. And often they laughingly comment they can barely manage their first or real life, let alone a second life. And that's just the point. In fact, many of the people who use virtual environments do so because, you know what? They can have what they think is total control over their second life. They can appear thinner, taller, prettier, more handsome. They can be an extrovert if in their corporeal biologic life they are an introvert. They can try on different behaviors in different communities. All of this can, like with most tools, all of this can both lead to great implications and perhaps not such great implications. But there are some things we should know about these virtual environments from the standpoint of current research. There's a fascinating book, came out I think in December of 2011, by two Stanford researchers, Jim Blaskovich and Jeremy Bailenson. And their book is called Infinite Reality. Avatars, Eternal Life, New Worlds, and the Dawn of the Virtual Revolution. Now they assert, much like we know for some other technologies, that the virtual revolution is trending toward increasing in sophistication, data gathering, and so forth at an exponential level. If it actually is, and there's no reason to think it isn't or won't, it will join other exponential trends in machine power, artificial intelligence, robotics, and information/communication technologies to advance at an extraordinary rate. Now, I really recommend reading this book, Infinite Reality, if you are a user of virtual environments, and if you're not, because they lead us on a fascinating journey into what the future holds. The implications are, well, I guess, infinite. Let's take a few examples. First of all, the data mining and gathering about us as people as we act in the world has become incredibly sophisticated. Let's focus just on faces. For example, you're viewing mine. Ever since the advent of certain kind of facial data recognition software, for example, the facial action coding system, or FACS, researchers have been able to gather vast amounts of data on our facial expressions. This has been aided by advances in machine processing power and artificial intelligence, sophisticated algorithms. Both Bailovich and Bailenson has been working with a Japanese company using their AKAO vision system. And, for example, they study the faces of people driving cars in simulators, including in the 10 or so seconds before they crash in a horrific accident. And that data, they are now working with Nissan and Toyota to actually install systems in cars that would watch one's face and alert you, based on your facial expressions and their data, of an oncoming likely crash, alert you in sufficient time to take avoidance action. Similarly, with regard to industrial accidents, the study of faces of people in simulators before they stamp a drill press on a hand or become involved in some other kind of industrial accident, has led to the same kind of software and algorithms whereby literally people working on some sort of a industrial machine can be alerted seconds before an accident occurs based on their facial expressions. Now this is pretty amazing stuff, and it leads us to some other stark realities, which is many of the people who engage in virtual worlds such as Second Life assume that they do so anonymously. You know what? Read Infinite Reality. Based on your conduct and the way your avatars or doppelgangers move and react in virtual environments and the intensive data gathering that goes on, you are never anonymous. There is an incredible digital footprint that is being left. And the privacy implications of this kind of technology are astounding. People at the MIT Media Lab are now extensively involved in a research area called reality mining. And based upon video and data gathering of people who are buying furniture, in a relationship, negotiating a contract, they are now able to predict with astounding accuracy the outcome based on the data they gather from your expressions as a biologic corporeal person, or in a virtual environment as an avatar or doppelganger. So the bottom line is, with the kind of digital footprint that we leave wherever we go these days, I return to my meme that I talk about in my cyber safety and social media keynotes: stop. Before you IM, text, email, post, or participate in a virtual online community, remember, it's searchable, traceable, oops, oh my God, it's permanent. Wherever you go these days, whether we like it or not, you leave a digital footprint.